A warm afternoon, everyone. Today, I am going to tell you 3 points that changed my life from darkness to light. When I was a child, I have learned something very early in life that pain doesn't announce by itself. Sometimes it doesn't scream, sometimes it doesn't bruise my skin, sometimes it quietly enters and stays. I grew up without a mother. As a child, this pain is not just emotional, it shapes how the world feels for you, it shapes how the trust comes, it shapes how your body softens. Inside my family, I have experienced something that no child should experience. There were moments of exploitation, moments where limits were crossed, moments where my voice didn't matter. But I knew only one thing: I have to survive. So my body learned surviving very well. I always carried constant anxiety. My chest became tight without any explanation. My sleep was light, as if many parts of my body didn't rest it. As I grew up, many people told me, "You are so strong. You handle things so nicely." But what they didn't see was the cost. Outside, I was capable, but inside, I was never truly rested. Even in good days, I carried tension. I tried to fix it, as many people do. I stayed busy. I worked harder. I told myself the past is over. But still, something inside me is not believing it. And that's when my curiosity arises. It was not just a spiritual curiosity, it was a human curiosity. I just wanted to understand why the reaction lingers if the situation change. Why my mind says I'm fine, but my body says something else. Why many people can move on, but some are still stuck. This curiosity slowly brought me to Reiki. Many of you might be hearing this word for the first time. Let me slow down here. Reiki is an ancient Japanese practice centered around presence, touch, intentional stillness. It is based on the idea that when you feel supportive, when you feel calm, something inside you changes. When I first experienced Reiki, I was not exactly looking for healing. I was exhausted, not just tired. I was exhausted of carrying myself together. And during my first session, nothing dramatic happened. No emotion, no vision. My breath slowed down. My body became softened for the first time without any effort. I'm going to tell you those 3 points that changed my life. Learning to feel free again. Learning to feel safe again. Before explaining this, I just wanted to try something with you all. Think of that particular moment in your life when your life was totally disturbed. It may be loss, it may be stress, breakup, divorce, uncertainty. Don't go deep into it. Let the memory flow gently. Now notice your body. What is happening to your breath? Does it shorten? Do your shoulder lifted slightly? Does your jaws tighten without your permission? Well, many of us experience this. Though the event is not happening right away, but some parts within you feels as it is. Healing is not about analyzing pain. It is all about feeling free enough to exhale. That moment doesn't change anything, but it opened the door. And when the door opened, I keep walking on it. Number two, finding a balance without releasing your past. Have you ever noticed how clearly we avoid certain things? Not because we have forgotten them all, but because we have remembered them too well. We tell ourselves, I have moved on. But when something change, but when something happens, a tone of voice, a familiar situation, our emotion rises instantly. Earlier, I felt healing is all about going back, revisiting it. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it feels exhausted because not every part of your body wants to re enter the story. Relief comes when we drop it down. Imagine you are holding a glass of water for a very long period of time, and after a few hours, your arms start aching. Though the glass was not that heavy, and relief comes not by starting the glass, but by setting it down. Number three, finding steadiness during emotional hard times. This is the point where many people are curious, but some are skeptical. Let me clearly tell you this. Reiki is not the replacement for medical care. Reiki doesn't diagnose. Reiki doesn't prescribe. What I can tell you from my story is, from my experience, there are times in life where everything gets overwhelming, where stress becomes constant, where sleep becomes distant, and fear always live in the background. Reiki is not to fix. It is not to change everything, but just to take care of myself internally. Today, I have shared what I have learned from people who once feel what I once did. People went through many approaches, but they didn't make themselves ease internally. Many people are not weak, but they have carried more than they could realize. And when they are given a space to calm down, to be supportive, something good happens. And watching people feeling connected, feeling lighter is the greatest privilege of my work. Today, I want to leave you with one thought. Healing is not luxury. It is my responsibility. And when you feel connected, when you feel calmer, when you feel light, something good happens. You respond instead of react. You pause instead of project. You choose instead of repeat. And by doing so, we can change more than our lives. This is Lupamudra Gogoi signing off.